In this video, we're going to discuss how to select the correct pistol for you. There's a lot to this video. We're going to talk about recoil management, we're going to talk about grip, we're going to talk about weight, and a little bit of your physiology. So let's get right to it. Everyone's physiology is different. Knowing this, we need to identify what will work for you. The heavier the pistol, the easier it is to shoot. The lighter the pistol, the harder it is to shoot. The weight of the pistol itself will absorb some of that recoil. The longer the barrel, the more accurate it will be. The shorter the barrel, the less accurate it will be. Let me explain that real quick. So, length of barrel, margin of error. The longer that your barrel is, the less margin of error that you're gonna have. So what does that mean? I have a super long barrel. If I have just a little bit of margin of error, there's not much deviation right here. If I have a super short barrel, my sights are really close together, a little bit of deviation is gonna be a large margin of error. When you are looking for a pistol, how your hand fits it and where your finger lands on the trigger is something you should look for. You want the pad of your index finger to land naturally on the trigger. Caveat, I would rather you have a pistol that is too small than too big for you. If the pistol is too big for you and you can't reach that trigger, you're gonna push your shots. If the pistol's too small, all you have to do is back your finger out of the trigger well just a little bit. Let's talk a little more about physical strength, recoil, and weight. If you struggle with arthritis or grip strength, a pistol like a Smith & Wesson EZ9 is probably gonna be a better fit for you. They have super light recoil springs in them, which I will show you here in just a second. They are very easy to rack. If you don't wanna buy a new pistol, all you have to do is change out your recoil spring and guide rod to a lighter one. So I'll show you what those look like. Whenever you're racking your slide, what you're actually fighting is this piece right here. This spring is called a recoil spring. The newer the pistol, the tighter your spring's gonna be. So the more you shoot this thing, you're gonna break it in a little bit, and it's gonna be easier for you to rack later on. These are simple upgrades. They're really cheap to buy. You can get them just about any gun store. If you can't rack your pistol, go upgrade to a lighter recoil spring. If the pistol is too heavy, like you struggle to hold that pistol up for more than 30 seconds, it's not the pistol for you. I always recommend getting a heavier pistol because it's gonna help you manage that recoil. It's gonna absorb some of that kick. But having a pistol that's really large might not always be the best thing. The larger the round, the more recoil it has. So something like a 45 is gonna kick much more than a 9mm or a 380 round. So now we're gonna talk a little bit about triggers. When you're buying a new pistol, dry fire that trigger. How heavy is the trigger? How much slack or take up is there? How far is the reset? So when it comes to selecting a new pistol, it's gonna take some research. You need to find what's gonna feel best for you, the correct trigger for you, and the best weight for you. At the end of the day, it's gonna be up to you to decide what pistol is right for you.